fly really fast and just barely clip the edge of a building. Hey there, how's it going? I'm Graphics, and I'm making a tutorial on how to get mag rail in Parkour Reborn 1.5. I know, it's been a long time waiting, it's been a long time coming, but it's finally here. And yeah, we entirely reworked mag rail, and I'm going to show you how to get it. So for this tutorial, I'm going to expect you to have a basic knowledge of how the game works, and by basic, I mean you should be relatively good at the game. I think either way, you have to be at least rank 10. I'm going to go ahead and assume that you have Yank 2 for this, and I'm going to be using more advanced techs, like, well, not necessarily more advanced techs, but I'm going to be moving in relatively the way that I usually do. Hello, Poppy. So for the base mag rail, you're going to need 1 aluminum casing, 2 magnetic coils, 3 pulse generators, and 1 rail trigger. So the first magnetic coil is right at spawn, actually. If you go to Crystal, you're just going to come right over here, and it's going to be right in this little area. I've already collected all of them in DevPlace, unfortunately, or at least a lot of them. So some of them, they won't show up on in my game, but if you see this little Parkour Tech logo, these little 2 triangles right here, this is going to signify that there is a part nearby. And for this one, it should be right here. So this is going to be your first magnetic coil, so you're going to want to pick this up, and then we're going to go grab the next one. All right, so for the pulse generators, we're going to go to Derwick for the first 2 of them. The third one is in Fragments, but it's not far. Actually, let's go grab the fragment one first. It's not that far. So yeah, we're just going to slide under here. You can see, again, that Parkour Tech logo right there. And it should be on this table around here somewhere. So yeah, that's the first pulse generator we're going to grab. And then the second one is going to be at Derwick Construction. Just right over here, you can see that Park Tech logo again. We're going to come in here, and this is one of the parts that I actually haven't collected. So it's going to be right here. This is your second pulse generator. And then our third one is still in Derwick. However, it is all the way on the other side. So I might honestly just speed this bit up, but yeah, it's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a little bit. While you're here, you might want to stop by Petra and grab Cable Glider. Petra is currently selling Cable Glider. And if that's not true, then this isn't even going to be in the bit of the video. So yeah, right here, you're going to walk over here. Here's the Park Tech logo again. If you're wondering where this is around along the Celsius route, like I said. Just this little area. Go underneath these stairs. Go under here, and Anyways, come over here. Here's another pulse generator. And that's all the pulse generators that we need. So next, we're going to grab the rail trigger, which, where is that? Anyways, yeah, so we're just going to go in here and just follow this interior. If you're teleporting to the checkpoint, I'll show you where that is in a minute. So the part is actually going to be on top of this box right here, and I believe the checkpoint is just out there somewhere, so, or maybe it's up there. And yeah, if it's up there, then you'll just come down through here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you just come down through here. Just drop down like this. And it'll just be right on this box. Alright. So, now that you have... Okay. So now, we're going to go through the new high-rise tower. To craft mag rail, you're going to need to first, obviously, pull up the crafting menu. We're going to put an aluminum casing in the center. We're going to put 3 pulse generators, 2 magnetic coils, and 1 rail trigger. And that will give you mag rail. Okay, so for launch rail 1, the recipe is 1 mag rail, which would go in the center, 1 pulse generator, 1 Gauss amplifier, and 1 bounding fluctuator. So, let's go grab those parts. So one of the parts is going to be inside the new reworked Apollo. So we're going to make our way over there. And there should be a part on this desk right here. So yeah, once we get over here, there's going to be this little desk. You'll see the PRK tag logo again, and there will be a pulse generator on this desk right here. Next, we're going to go grab the Magnimotive calibrator, which is actually right next door. It's just right over here. There's a hanging crate right here. Drop down here, come in here, and it'll be on these boxes. Next, we're going to go grab another pulse generator, specifically for Launch Rail 2, just so you don't have to spend as much money. And that is going to be... I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, there should be a part inside this vent. This should be a pulse generator. And we'll need that for Harper. All right, so now we're going to go find Harper.
Can you see the sun is shining on me? It makes me feel so free, so alive. It makes me want to survive. And the sky, it makes me feel so high. The bad times pass me by, 'cause today it's gonna be a brighter day. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Reach out for the sunshine, forget about the rain. Just think about the good times, and they will come back again. The sunshine.
All right, Harper should be in one of two spots. She can either be right here, which she is for this server, or she can spawn over here. So this is right here is the other spot. This is right next to Ascension, so just go there, grab that. You can also just teleport there with the map, I think. But yeah, so you're gonna talk to Harper. She'll yap to you for a second. And what you're going to need to buy, I already bought some of her stuff, but so you're going to need to buy a Gauss amplifier And that's all you need to buy for launch rail 1. So the recipe for launch rail is you take your mag rail, plot that in the center, you take a pulse generator, a Gauss amplifier, and a bounding fluctuator. Craft that into your launch rail. You're going to need to buy a pulse generator and a bounding fluctuator. So I'm just going to buy another pulse generator, but I've already bought stuff for the others. Anyways, that's not the point. After that, you're going to go back to your crafting. Anyways, you're going to place your launch rail 1 in the center. Place your launch rail 1 in the center. You'll put a pulse generator, a bounding fluctuator, and your magnemotive calibrator. And then you'll craft, and that'll give you launch. That'll give you launch rail.